Bayou City Reviews, Double, Rhino, Bill's not here. We just want to come to y'all before these week's reviews to acknowledge something that we forgot a couple of weeks ago in the Mike Red Smoking Soul review we did. It was brought to us. We were wondering who produced that mixtape because it was done very well. It was brought to our attention that Mike Red actually produced it himself, so we want to acknowledge that. We're a couple of weeks late on this because I forgot to, bring it up and film it, but we just want to make sure we get that out there.
And I would have reminded him, so I forgot as well. I thought he was just going to go add it in the description, which I thought he did. I didn't know we were going to make a video acknowledgement. So Mike Red, our apologies. All credit due, sir.
Yep. Thanks. Enjoy the reviews.
See, I heard that hip hop was dead out here in Texas. I guess you ain't get the memo.
Look, it's K.A. beat, man.
We bringing that real shit back. Put your cups up and let's have a toast.
Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. I'm contemplating as the sweet burn. Everybody singing and dancing, now it's the streets turn. Arsonist on track, I set the spark and let the beat burn. Most niggas claiming that they hold and be the least burn. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. You can't do shit but witness what's finna take place.
Flying high, nigga, tell me what it do. I'm floating through the city, blowing danky, banging screw. The bottles gon' choose, so a nigga never trippin' for the niggas that be hating. Got that thing up on my hip. I'm hopping out the whip, looking like $1,000,000. Fresh fitted crooks, T, black leaves, black chucks. Ain't overdue the diamonds, just a couple in the watch. Being players a job, and I'm never off the clock. I put in overtime with the grind. I'm flipping through the city just to waste a little time. I'm lighting the blunt to ease a nigga mind. Stay on the grind, but sometimes you gotta slow it down. A lot of niggas go blind when they tryna shine. I'm getting mine, but today I'm gonna take it slow. I'm in the slab, but don't really got no place to go. And fuck the dough, cause right now I'm on some other shit. And fuck a hoe, all you bopping bras can suck a dick. I got my phone turned off, I don't want it.
Bayou City Reviews, Double, Rhino, starting our less journey here with the first product that we could find on the internet. I think I got this from Drink Epidemic. It was rely on them pretty heavily, but Settle for Less. Here's the thing, and I know I sound like a broken record, but let me start it off saying it like this. This is why it doesn't matter where we start when we talk about these artists. Because
that needs to be said a lot, actually. Fuck that broken record shit.
Okay.
That's a platinum record. You need to say that all the time.
Fucking, because we started off, as y'all remember, with Gran Turismo. And we were pleasantly surprised, because that was the first project I've heard of Les. I've heard songs from him before, but never sat down and listened to a project, and was pleasantly surprised. And I was interested in going back and hearing, how Les would be in his beginning, I have to say, I walked away thinking that, one, and I don't mean this as a knock, that there might not be, I'm not anticipating that much artistic growth from Les. I think
in quotation.
Yeah, but not as a knock, just Les is...
Maybe put better lyrically growth, like lyrical growth.
Well...
As far as acrobatic lyrical growth.
I'm talking about...
I think you hear the growth in him as a person.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about artistic growth, though.
Right.
I'm talking about artistic growth. But Les is just Les is just the type of rapper, to me, it seems like going from Gran Turismo to Expansion Pack, which we'll get to, and then Settle for Less, his beginnings, I get the man-child feel where, like, because I remember I said that Turbo Life really isn't that much different from the preseason. It's just, he was just better lyrically on the preseason to me. As far as concept-wise, I kind of get that feeling from Les too, where Les has a lane, and Les is going to stay in that damn lane, which people like Doe do as well, and you see where his lane took him. He succeeded in staying in his lane.
Okay.
Because Les is not the type of person, well, the type of rapper to me, from what I've heard, he's not going to get on there and try to bar you to death and all that stuff. Les is going to get on there and be Les. Remember I told you, he tells you that he's dope in a passive aggressive way, and you have no choice but to sit there and take it and understand it. Coming from this project, I came away with a couple of overall things we'll get to. According to Dat Piff, which I guess I did get this from Dat Piff, not Drake Epidemic. It said that it was Mr. Rogers, DJ Mr. Rogers, and Stun Doja, the Shit Factory. So make sure we give them their credit. I walked away feeling like I probably will only like Les, or will only want to hear a project with Les on a certain type of production.
Without a doubt.
That goddamn laid back, smooth, slick talking shit sounds amazing over those sampled old school beats. And I like it because nothing sounds like that. Even the closest thing they came to it was Smoking Soul, but it wasn't even touching that type of production. You know, even though Smoking Soul didn't really have that much sample use, but for what Les's purpose is, artistic purpose, message that he wants to send, and the way his style, perfect. But it almost makes it feel like if he doesn't have that type of production, would I like his music as much? Because they go hand in hand to me.
That's fair. Well, yeah, of course. That's very fair. Because I mean, like, this wasn't touching Gran Turismo.
No.
To me.
Gran Turismo, well, I like Gran Turismo better, yes. But Gran Turismo to me was not shitting on Settle for Less. Because I think he was better lyrically and style-wise. It seemed like you could kind of tell his flow got a little more intricate on Gran Turismo compared to this one. But when I listen to it, this doesn't sound dated to me. This sounds like this could have came out right before Gran Turismo, like the year before.
Correct. But I mean, like, to bring to life what I said in the Gran Turismo review, Les was somebody that I had heard some songs and seen some videos, and I always thought, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that, but never made me want to, like, go back and peep necessarily. Like, this was why. Because I think there were some songs off of this, if I'm not mistaken. There was just, hell, I almost can't even put a finger on it or be too specific of why, but I did not enjoy this one like I don't say I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it like I enjoyed Gran Turismo. To me, this was the reason, or that I didn't want to, or I didn't care to go back and see what else that he had to offer. Back when I first heard of him a couple of years back. They just, I don't know. It didn't have the same charisma, the same feel. I don't know what it was. It's just, these were very, just kind of stayed here. With Gran Turismo, I mean, like the sound, the project as a whole.
I'm with you.
Where Gran Turismo just had more unique flavor to it, and even though they were the same sounding beats, they were different. I don't know, that one captured me more. This one was very, and what is it, 20 songs?
You could tell?
Like on Gran Turismo, like, right, you could kind of tell, but it was so good you could deal with it, right? Yeah, I want. If that's how you want to put it, yes, I could tell it was 20 songs.
To be fair, we are speaking in retrospect though, because where he started at and Settle for Less, a lot of shit could have. Yeah, Settle for Less a lot of shit could have changed by the time he got to Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I know.
So we say like, you know, it sounded a little different. Production wise, like a lot of things to me just kind of go into it. So I don't really. That's not one of the things where I kind of hold it against him on this, because I don't know these people's budgets. Just about what he has to offer as an artist, though. You know, his style to me is pretty much the same. His content is pretty much the same. And let me say this though, from Gran Turismo, listening to the expansion pack and listening to this, he actually has become one of my favorite, like, Houston artists, like new Houston artists. Because like I said, I was familiar with Pro, Dome, Manchild, and out of those, like Propane was like that dude to me. But just getting more experience and more familiar with Les's music, I'm like, man, I have him. I'm sure a lot of people do. Just me.
And I give you that off of like.
I love his music, man.
Like off of, I say most of the expansion pack and Gran Turismo. Yes, I got a lot more understanding and liking of who he is.
Right.
And so, but I'm just speaking on Settle for Less.
I got you.
I don't know.
Man, but
Like did Gran Turismo fuck my head up so the bar
Gran Turismo was an awesome project.
Like,
I give you that.
I mean, it's still the same Les, but I don't know what it was about this one that just did not like draw me in. Gran Turismo kept reeling me in.
That was a great project.
This one I was just.
But see,
I just sat there and listened to 20 songs.
Speaking for myself personally, I feel like I can do a very good job of just forgetting everything else I've heard and just taking the project for what it is. Like I've never heard anything else. Going into this, man, I loved it. His message, you know, Les talks about the same stuff over and over and over again, but to me, it doesn't come off as obnoxious. It just comes off as like,
oh no, it's definitely not obnoxious.
Well, I'm not saying you said it is. I'm just saying like what I like about it, because a complaint that I've heard about Les is that he just says the same stuff over and over again, and I can understand that, but he's giving you I feel like he's giving you his life, you know, and it's not as limited when you hear someone like Doe say, well, listen, all I know is big booty hoes, money, and blunts. That's all I talk about. I don't get that feeling from Les. I get that he's going to stick to his life, but his life consists of more than that. He even says it, and like all these people they talk about the same stuff, clothes, this, that, and the other, but he gives you nuggets of life. He's giving you game. He can tell you a different story. He explains to you why he's different than rappers when he raps What I Got. Like just songs like that, I feel like he's offering you more and more and more. I didn't feel like this got very repetitive. Gran Turismo hit a certain snag to me where I was like, okay, I've heard this song maybe 4 songs ago. It's just a different beat. I didn't really get that feeling with this. I feel like he had a lot more I feel like he was introducing himself to me. Gran Turismo was the same too. He was introducing you to himself where he was at that time. You know?
Yeah. I know what you're saying. You're right.
But that's what I like out of music though. That's what I like. You don't have to get overly acrobatic and stuff. If you do, that's cool. Les is not an acrobat at all. He don't even seem like he's flexible. You know, but for what he does say, holds a lot of weight to me.
And I still think the same about him as what I said on.
We're just talking about the project itself.
The Gran Turismo. Had I never heard Gran Turismo, I would still say that's a cool ass cat to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I would still think the same as I do about him as an artist.
Right.
But just this project, front to back, had to me nowhere near the effect of Gran Turismo.
And I understand that.
But that bitch still jammed for the most part.
Yeah, I understand.
But
That was just saying.
That was it. Like, yeah, it was jamming. To where Gran Turismo was like,
yeah,
that.
Yeah, but like I said, Gran Turismo was just one of those type of albums, though.
Yeah,
you know, it was just, man. You talk about catching lightning in the bottle, man. Jeez. But again, I'm still gonna disagree with you on this because I still feel like this fucking project was great to me. As good as Gran Turismo? Hell no. But better than most.
Well, yes, you said it was great, right? I think it's good.
Okay,
yeah.
I can understand that. To me, for something like one of his earlier projects, this is still better than some of the most recent stuff that I've covered. Not better because he's better.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But more or less just because I feel like he's a good rapper, man.
And you know what I think this brings to light? The production thing you've been saying about, who else did you say about D-Lo? Like they need a certain type of production, right? To complement them the best way possible. Not that they wouldn't be shit without it.
Right.
But to complement them the best way possible, they need a certain type. I guess there was something about the production on Gran Turismo more that just brought it all the more full circle and more life. You know what I'm saying? Because this, nothing wrong with the production. Like, I feel that type of production.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just can't really explain why I wasn't reeled in as much on this one.
That's because Gran Turismo, you can't say it enough. You can't stress it enough. It's an amazing project just from the artist and the production, and whoever was involved with that was amazing. So to me, I mean, even an expansion pack is not even fucking with Gran Turismo. You know what I mean? But
I like expansion pack more than I do these 20 songs.
No, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, we're talking about the production in Les. It sounds fucked up because it makes it seem like the production carries him, but it doesn't necessarily carry him to me. It's just a great match. I heard a song with Pro, Les, Manchild, and some other people, Kirko, for the June 27th freestyle. They did freestyle with a beat. See, Les sounds so good on stuff like this and Gran Turismo that when you throw in a beat like June 27th, it's like you're almost taking him out of his element. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
But it doesn't make him bad. It's just like you really want to see Les do Les.
Okay. I just thought about something too. Unless you're gonna forget, go ahead and say it.
Features. I've never, besides like Slim Thug and maybe some other ones, Les be standing on his fucking own, man.
Yeah. I don't even think features would, unless it's them type, you know, like you said, maybe Slim and them.
Yeah.
I don't think you should like ever have any.
Me neither. Me neither.
Ever.
I don't want.
Well, I guess Currency's on there.
But they're similar.
I was gonna say they're somewhat similar. But in general, like him going to search for features.
Well, Currency wasn't on here. He was on Expansion Pack.
Yeah.
But
I hope you don't ever go searching for features.
Me neither.
Because he's fine.
Me neither.
Even if I like this better than that, which let me say before I forget it.
Go ahead.
It's earlier when you said the artistic growth thing, and I wanted to clear that up a little bit by saying, well, this, that. I think another thing is, I felt what he was, like fucking production aside,
Sure.
I felt what he was saying more. I guess just growing, this was 09, 010-ish, Settle for Less.
Around the time.
Now, so you're 3-4 years later.
Sure.
Whatever it is, it's like I just felt what he was talking about on
GT,
the Gran Turismo so much, to where this was like, you know what I mean? Like it sounded like I was hearing from a younger person. You see what I'm saying? To where like I've heard it before. It's dope. It's dope music, but I've heard it. But like I've heard this shit said before.
Really?
But to where on Gran Turismo, where I was like, man, I just liked where he was coming from more and what he was saying. That's why I was like, he's grown. You know what I'm saying? Because of his words, what he's saying. Not he's grown as a better rapper.
Got you.
So I just feel like the content and the words and all that, I just feel like okay.
Well, let me say this. Do I think that Les from Settle for Less is the same as Gran Turismo Expansion Pack Less. Maybe the person is the same. The rapper, the artist, no. There's subtle differences.
Mm-hmm.
But Less's style is so Less that to me it wasn't anything drastic. I mean, like, I didn't look at it like, yo, like.
See, I think it's really different. Even though it's still Less.
Really?
Settle for Less, the Gran Turismo to me is drastic.
Man.
As far as what I heard and felt from it.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
I just felt like,
To me, it's drastic.
because I came away from reviewing Less this week like, I pretty much think I know what I'm gonna get from Less from now on. Not bad. I just kind of know what I'm gonna
And
get.
again, it brought to life what I said in the Gran Turismo review. He was somebody I heard and thought that was dope, that was fly, but didn't want to go hear an album from. Like, this seems like that thought to me that I had. To whereas Gran Turismo changed my mind.
Yeah, no, I feel.
See what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it.
I'm different than that, man, because this makes me want to go. I can't wait to continue this journey.
Did you hear what he said on the very last song? When he was just talking, he wasn't rapping? Yeah. When he was like, it don't make a fuck, or how weird you get looked at because you don't have the popular opinion. You know what I'm saying? He said, I think.
Yeah.
And what I say is what I thought. So,
but see,
fuck if it's the popular opinion or not. I was like,
and it's shit
and
like
that's why
and it's shit like that that makes me say that's why I fuck with Settle for Less.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because he gives you that type of shit, man.
Oh, I fuck with it.
I don't feel like, man, let me tell you something. If I ever hear Let's be on some bullshit, I'm gonna be highly disappointed.
I mean, bullshit. Like,
just make some whack. From what I've heard so far, I haven't heard a whack verse or whack songs.
like a dumb radio song?
Well,
Is that what you mean if you ever hear him?
just a whack, just come up short. Cause like I said about Doe, I've never heard a whack Doe verse or song. If he ever did one, I'd be like, man, come on, Doe. Same thing for Les. Cause I think Les is just very consistent with what he does and how he does
It's
it.
very Pimp C-ish to me. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a flying fuck about no rhyme schemes, no wordplay,
Right.
but they say dope shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they just got a dope style.
That's interesting you bring that up
He's
because
very
I get a Pimp C vibe from him without him actually trying to mimic him.
Right.
You can just tell he's like an influence, but that's all it is. He ain't trying to be Pimp. He ain't trying to. He's just being less, and he's just channeling what he's been listening to. But
yeah, because that's how I feel about him. Like, in Pimp C had the simplest rhymes as far as the words that rhyme at the end of the line.
Yeah.
Okay, don't we call it, man, simple? The simplest rhymes, but the dopest style in the shit he was saying was all his own. He just didn't give a fuck about no syllables and schemes and shit.
Nope.
So that's why I like them
I
both.
feel him. But Bun offers that.
Right.
Where Pimp didn't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
representation great off this.
Of that one, since we already said how I feel about it, I would like, my vote would be no, like quickly.
Sure.
But still wouldn't be tripping.
Right.
The Gran Turismo would be way more of a almost checking the yes box.
Yeah.
The grade,
Understand.
fuck man, because it's still it's still jammed, but it was better than average. But man, this is a really weird grade. I don't know.
Well, I'll come back to you. Representation.
What is your grade? I'm interested to hear.
Representation to me is yes. You know, until I hear something whack from Les, I would never, ever, ever have a problem with him.
Off that, you say yes?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
off this, yes. And I'm anticipating, because I said yes off of Gran Turismo, I'm saying yes off of this, so I'm just anticipating that I fuck with his music, and I won't ever have a problem with it until he drops some whack shit, which I just hope he doesn't. Grade, I'm gonna give it a B plus. Because I thought Gran Turismo was an A, but this to me, Gran Turismo was great for certain reasons, like production wise and stuff like that, which to me is the same type of production. It might not be as great and put together as Gran Turismo, but I don't want to taking into any consideration people's pockets. I don't know what people's pockets.
I don't ever do that.
Me neither. I'm just saying that to me, the production on here is not the sound. The quality is a little different. The sound of it is very similar to me. So I think that Gran Turismo as a project was better than this, but I still like it enough to give it the borderline A. So I'm going B+.
I gotta say C+ to B-. Just in that, and not in a bad way. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you wrote a dope ass paper and got a 79 on that bitch, but your professor was like, now you wrecked it. There were just a couple things here that I had to take off. That's how I look at it.
Hey man, how you see it is how you see it. Right?
C+ to B-.
Cool. Anything else?
That's it, man. This is the we've done this one, like you said. We're beginning the Les journey now. So if y'all like Les, we got more to come.
Yeah, definitely listen to it for yourself. I cut for it.
Oh yeah, listen.
You know, listen to it for yourself, man. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say except, of course, Biz will be back when he's supposed to. Thank you for the support. Bayou City Reviews, Double, Rhino, Les. Settle for less.
Let me throw this in real quick. I do like that topic. I like that title. I like that play on words.
We got less is more too and all that type of stuff.
That's tight. Settle for less.
Less is
but settle for less.
Less is
simple as it is.
Les is an old slick talking dude. So that type of stuff makes sense to me.
Oh, tight.
Peace.
So yep, look out for it. Comment, subscribe, like, email, submit. Follow on Twitter, Instagram, Bayou City Reviews, smoke purple, drink purple, like squares and fuck circle.
Life, nigga, I ain't speaking on what I'm not. I'm just speaking on what I got. Yeah, the scars, the tats, the slugs, the straps. What I'm giving you on wax is the motherfucking facts, nigga. I ain't speaking on what I'm not. I'm just speaking on what I got. Okay, bitch, when I'm stepping in the booth, I'm just giving you the truth. I'm a young fly nigga with a little bit of loot. No, I ain't a fuck the past, cause the present so full of shit. The grind hard, but a nigga ain't finna quit. I got a 9 to 5, but a nigga want more. I'm stressed out, but that's something that I won't show. I'm writing rhymes about a nigga living day to day. But these days, man, that type of shit won't get no play. These niggas rather hear me lie about me flipping bricks or spit about kicks, talking about some trendy shit. But they ain't never been me, and it never will. I'ma keep it real. Fuck.